Hello, welcome to the Pigskin Pete YouTube channel. You are about to enter into the mind of a demented college football fan.
Right here now, it's all clear now. I finally found the face to face my fear now. It's crazy, I can't call it. I've been too deep, trying to make rip by the end of these 2 weeks. I'm sick with the beef, but if they call me out, I'm a cage. Believe it, anybody can get fighting for real. I got a meeting with the label tonight. I got a couple verses floating in my head, case they want me to flow. I got a feeling it was strange, it's like a reality show. Let's see if I can rap to save my life. Now all my gear looks right, and my beard looks tight. I'ma stare it in the face to see what fear looks like. I got my demo in my hand, a flutter in my heart. We coming out the dark now, the fun about to start now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete here. By the way, happy Thursday to everybody. Unplanned video today. Actually, the irony of this is that this video was planned, just not in this fashion. I had to throw out the video I was making on this subject already because somebody else already did it for me. So I was making a video. I made part of it yesterday. I made a segment of it this morning before work, and then I was going to finish it up this afternoon. Right now, instead of doing this video, I was going to be making the last part of that video. And that video was about ranking the conferences going into 2019, the Power 5 conferences for college football. And as soon as I got home today, I got a notification on my phone, Uncle Lou video. Clicked on it. I saw the title, ranking the Power 5 conferences from 1 to 5. And I'm like, well, shit, that means I can't do that video because I'm already accused. Listen, I've already been accused of copying Uncle Lou's channel since the first video I ever put out. Because apparently, Uncle Lou is the only person to ever wear sunglasses on camera. Guess these people never heard of Howard Stern before. Anyway, I watched the first like 5 or 6 minutes of his video, and of course, he had the ACC ranked last for both last year and projected for this year. And this isn't a knock at Uncle Lou, because quite honestly, when it comes to college football, we're on a very similar wavelength of how we perceive things. And I agree with like 95% of what he says. I don't agree with 100% of what anybody says, including him. But it's not about Uncle Lou. This is about a microcosm of the way the entire country feels about the ACC, and some of the main points that people use I don't agree with. Quite frankly, that's just really all it comes down to. So let's look at it. Look, I don't want to make this about the playoffs and national championships, because one team or two team, winning national titles or making it to the playoffs does not give an accurate reflection of an entire conference over a period of several years, whether it be this year, a couple years ago, last year, or the next year. But I think what is important is let's look at just the entire conference from top to bottom. Has there been a dominant team at all in the Pac-12? All right, in the Big 12, you've got Oklahoma. They've been the dominant team. In the Big 10, you've got Ohio State. They've been the dominant team. In the ACC, you've got Clemson. And before them, Florida State, who's been the dominant team. And in the SEC, you've got Alabama, who's been the dominant team. And Georgia had a great year there, the year they went to the national championship. But outside of that, let's forget about those teams. Let's knock those teams off the list. They don't matter. Let's look at regular season, cross-divisional, cross-conference matchups, and let's look at bowls. I know a lot of people like to dismiss bowls. And I think the reason that a lot of people dismiss bowls and bowl records is because they don't fit their narrative. Let's look at the Pac-12 versus the ACC. I want to focus on these two conferences here. And this is important. Because if you think I'm coming on here to say that the ACC has been the best conference at any time in history in football, I'm not. I'm not crazy. I'm not unintelligent, despite what you may think. But I'm very logical. At least I try to be. And I don't understand the illogical arguments that are being made. That anybody could pretend that the Pac-12 has not been the worst football conference, at least for the past half decade. At least. It's crazy to me. And again, I don't care. Either way. I really don't care. I don't lose any sleep if Florida State or Miami loses, or Georgia Tech or Louisville or Pitt. I could care less as long as my Tigers are on top. I really don't care. I root for the ACC, but for anybody to think that I actually care on any sort of deep level about what any other team does outside of Clemson, you're misunderstanding my point. But facts are facts. Let's look at the bowls. I'm not going to cite one bowl game versus this team. This team beat that team. That means they're better. No, forget it. Let's look at the overall thing. Let's look at let's say just at least off the top of my head, the past 3 seasons. So the ACC last year, 11 bowl teams. I think the only conference that had more bowl teams last year was the SEC. The year before that, 10 bowl teams. The year before that, 11 bowl teams again. And in those 3 seasons, they were at the top, either first or second in the amount of bowl teams they had, and either first and second in the amount of bowl wins they had. The Pac-12, compared to that, half of that. Half. Last year, how many bowl teams did the Pac-12 have last year? 5? How about the year before that? 6, maybe? And again, look, see this? Nothing's written down. I didn't look anything up. This is just off the dome. Go look it up and tell me exactly, no, you're wrong. They didn't have 6. They had 7. All right. My point is they had a shitload less than the ACC in the amount of bowl games they were in. They had a shitload less wins in the bowl games that they did play in. They had a shitload less national championships. They had a shitload less playoff appearances and a shitload less playoff wins. So what other metric are we using here? How are we even comparing the ACC to the Pac-12? How are we comparing the Pac-12 to anybody? They have been by far the worst conference for the past half decade, and it's not even close. Are we getting to a point now where just because Clemson is doing so great and the rest of the ACC appears to be so terrible after one, really, let's be honest here, one bad season for the ACC, now that means that they're the worst conference projected in the next year and last year? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. This cannot be a rational thought. Have people just stopped forgetting about numbers? Do numbers not matter? Do wins and losses not matter? Do bowl records not matter anymore? It's just let's hate the ACC because Clemson's in it and they're beating everybody? Oh, wake up, people. Show me one metric where the Pac-12 would be anywhere close to the ACC or any other conference for that matter. Give me a break. Pigskin Pete checking out.